And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 70 Reaper quest in Final Fantasy XIV's expansion, Endwalker. And as always, hello from Mithrie. What's up? So I spent the time to work out my rotations. I got some gear. This is like the collector edition set. And I made sure that I'm wearing the Mithrie earring because it will help me get a 30% EXP boost until level 80. So we are here in the Reaper guild in Uldar that you would have got when you unlocked it. So let's talk to Drusilla. The quest is called The Harvest Begins, so Drusilla has a mission in mind for a fledgling Reaper. So how do you find the weight of the scythe in your hands? Pleasing, I hope. Now that we have a bit more in common, it's time we became better acquainted. What's the name of our newest Reaper? Mithrie, subscribe. Mithrie, doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but so it is with Eorzean names. With every new one I learn, one more is forgotten. Yours can replace Gigilo. After our little conversation, I think he'll give us a wide berth. Eddie Road, we've more worthwhile concerns than shifty merchants. Namely, getting you conversed well and proper in the tricks of our trade. And the best way to do that is through battle. One of the family is having trouble with a particularly vexing fiend and has sent word asking for assistance. He goes by the name of Argniz, and he's stationed out near Cutter's Cry. Not much of a fighter, but he's got a keen mind for trade and can find a needle in a stack of needles if need be. We'd best hurry before he ends up at the bottom of some monster's gullet. Cool. I guess we have to teleport to Black Rust Station. So, near Cutter's Cry, Black Rust Station, yep. I know the game. So yeah, once we get there, we'll continue. Okay, so we caught them up outside Cutter's Cry. Let's talk to him. So, boss, who's this? Are you sure that we should be getting an outsider involved? Thank you for your discretion, Argonis, but it ain't needed. She has a personal contract with me, so consider her mercenary in service to the family. Whatever you'd say in front of me, you can say in front of her. By your will, boss, a chimera has been making the sands a living hell for anyone who dares to wander into its territory, which be us, since our trade route cuts right through it. The men I've hired to carry my goods are scared to death, and I can't blame them. None of us are fit for monster hunting, so I sent for you. We'll see what we can do, Argonis. Might want to find a rock to hide behind, though the chimeras ain't known for being the most discriminating of beasts. Time to put your new skills to good use, Mithrie. So you've learned all the Reaper actions and traits for level 70. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the action and trace window. Cool. Alright, I might have to leave my party. Ready, are we? Yep, let's proceed. Yep, I need to leave my group. So let's do that now. So disband. And let's go in. But you need to be 395 to go in. Alright. I guess we have to talk to her before we leave. Let's go on with the hunt, eh? We'll need to draw out the chimera with the Myrmidon meat. Now, to accustom yourself to the Reaper's tool, harvest the souls of the fallen to call forth your avatar. Reapers can summon the avatar by filling their soul gauge. The soul gauge will fill when performing combos, starting with Slice or when using skills such as Soul Slice. The best Reapers fight in tandem with the avatars. Let's see how you do. Okay. Let's see how we do. Alright. I completely forgot to use this ability here. I was practicing with the thingy before. On the summoning dummy. The training dummy. Alright, let's try again. Let's fill the bar. Use Giblet, use Gallows, use Guillotine. Alright. AoE them all down. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay. So I need to see which one is Gallows. Oh, Guillotine is that one. Okay, so that's the AoE combo. We're still working it out. Okay, so we use Guillotine. Now Gallows. Where's Gallows? Okay, let me look at my skills. So this is a learning exercise for sure. Gallows is that one. Have I just like not got Gallows on my list? Oh, okay. It wasn't even assigned to my hotbar. Well, that's why they make you learn, isn't it? Okay, we use Gallows now. I wonder if using Gallows is better than using Giblet. When used at the rear. Okay, and I know that there's one ability which you have to use at the flank. I'm still getting used to Reaper, that's for sure. Uh-oh, here's a Chimera. Alright. Giblet from the side, Gallows from the rear. Right. If that's the case, probably should switch these rounds. So that's... Hang on a minute. So this is from the rear, this is from the side, so... Okay. I need to remember that. So from the side, from the rear. Okay, so I think I'm understanding better how the class works. Just basic dodging of AoEs. Increase the amount of damage it takes. I think we're okay. But it's good that it makes you practice which abilities to do from the side and which to do from the rear. I think that's really important. And you can see that sometimes the side ability is available and then sometimes the rear ability is available. Interesting. So I learned more about the class from this one quest. So it definitely was worth doing. So bloody impressive work, that. I knew that there was something about you, but truth be told, I didn't expect you to make such clean work of the Chimera. I reckon even I might be hard-pressed to match that display. You know talent when you see it, boss, and with that, the cerulean will flow once more. Among his many roles, Argenis is a merchant of sorts. He sells ceruleum at a price that would make those gill pinchers at Amagina and Sons bark, but still turns a pretty profit. We can barely keep up with demand despite the occasional beast or two butting into our affairs. All thanks to you, boss, and our countrymen up north, of course. Here's to getting back to business as usual. Cool, so I'm already improving as a Reaper. So ceruleum ain't easy to come by, as you well know. Amagina and Sons protects their monopoly with a gilded fist, but they've yet to force the Imperial stragglers up north out of the market. Now, before you go running off to the flames, let me assume that this arrangement is entirely above board. Selling goods to Imperials is forbidden by law, but there's nary a word writ about buying from them. I know you Eortians like to call Garleans by all sorts of colourful names. Bastards, sirens, invaders, and aye, we've got all those and worse. But while many a foul deed has been committed for the glory of the Empire, we ain't megalomaniacs to a man. Even amongst the pureblood, those that serve don't always do so by choice. Could be argued that we're all casualties of the Grey Machiner's ambition. No small number of the Empire's troops would return home in a heartbeat if they could, but the world is being what it is. Sorry, but the world being what it is, most settle for sending their family what few coins they can afford to part with. Most of the audience wouldn't suffer a whit of colour to complicate their black and white view, but if you're going to fight with us, you should learn the truth of our past. Long ago, long before the Empire, our forebears lived in Locus Ammonius, down in southern Isilbard. With temperate climes and fertile earth the land provided, many of us were but simple farmers harvesting abundant crops with the selfsame scythes the reapers would eventually wield. The gifts ever the object of envy, when not tilling the fields, our ancestors were forced to defend them. Every year they yielded a few more ilms, and some 800 years ago now, they were driven from Locus Ammonius completely. They fled north to the frozen region that would become Garlemald. Even there, they fought tooth and nail for the scant resources of that frigid land. From the fires of hardship were the first Magitech devices forged, and with innovation upon innovation, the humble group of farmers grew into an insatiable something. I skipped too quickly. But before that miraculous twist of fate, we were a dying breed bereft not only of magic, but of hope itself. With no natural advantages to speak of, our mere survival was in question. From harsh necessity were the Reapers born. We turned our tools to weapons and struck a bargain with the Whispers in the dark. With the voice power we could strike at an enemy's beating heart, slay their generals, and throw the rank and file into disarray. Our way to end battles before the sparks catch, to sacrifice the one for many, to keep avaricious hands away from family, friends, and lovers. And now this power belongs to you. Remember our story. Remember what drives a woman to turn to the void, and you'll not be led into deeper temptations. Our work here is done. I'll see you back at headquarters. Alright. Okay, let's go back to the headquarters. Okay, we made it back to the Reap headquarters, so let's talk to Drusilla. For your first outing, you did good. I think you've earned the right to know just who this lot you've thrown yourself in with is. You might have gathered this yourself, but the luminaries were formed to support those guardians who are living in exile. It ain't easy to be far from home, let alone in a place where most would sooner gut you than offer you a helping hand. Oft the only place to make a living is in the shadowy corners that lie outside the watchful gaze of the law. Now, I don't expect you to embrace us like brothers and sisters straight away, but know this, I do expect you to apply yourself to this job. In the meantime, I'll be working with the family to ascertain the whereabouts of our prey. I expect that scythe to be like an extension of your own body when next we speak. Cool. So I guess the next quest from her is going to be the level 72 quest. And also as well, like I said, next I'll probably do the level 70 role quests in Shadowbringers because I never did them for melee DPS. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.